music. I want you to see the contradiction here. When I said Eminem can't be the GOAT, most popular rappers came out in defense of Eminem. But when Beyonce came out with the Cowboy Carter album, those white country musicians and their fan base attacked Beyonce vehemently. If you want to say he's one of
this is what you call colonial mentality.
Sure. Affinity extra, be extra.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are personal and do not necessarily represent the views of Affinity Extra.
Hey guys, this is Roger Moore here from Affinity Extra, celebrating gospel music back origin. This is how we do it here. Oh, let's get Kevin plugged in there still, yeah. But we are got a bit of a special kind of like episode here still, yeah. Now I've got my friend here who is Kevin Tomlin, we're just doing a series of podcasts and whatsoever, and we talk about gatekeeping, we're talking about power brokers, yeah. Now what's come across over the past year when it comes to black music, yeah, is the fact that basically we have got a lot of we celebrate gospel music of black origin on the station, and we do have a lot of artists that are not of black origin that perform on our platforms and our music. And I say our music, and there's nothing wrong. It's great. It's because they do it because they love it. You know what I'm saying? And when we're part of it, and some of them are actually quite very good at it, if not better than a majority of us. But when somebody said the artists like Eminem is the greatest of all time rappers, yeah, it causes a problem because Umar is saying something. So I'm going to play the audio of this to Kevin so he gets the context of where I'm getting from and how he feels of it from a cultural creative things, because Kevin specializes in the history of music of black origin, yeah, and we celebrate gospel music of black origin. We're not here to say that white people, Asians cannot perform, because we're seeing it that people are influenced by our music, and we love that because we are the best. You know what I mean? We see everybody rip off Bob Marley and do reggae. You see sound culture in Asia big and massive, yeah, because we are the best. I have to say it with my chest when it comes to entertainment. But this is what how Umar feels about it. Yeah, this is where it's coming from. Yeah,
serious brother.
Yeah. You mean
make that. If you want to say he's one of the greatest, make that argument. But you will not call him the GOAT of a black cultural product. But because black people suffer from post-traumatic slavery disease and we crave white validation more than oxygen, we are always looking to anoint some non-African as the face of something African people created. But I want to draw a parallel. Beyonce just came out with a country music album, Cowboy Carter. Did you see the reaction from the country music community? They threw Beyonce under the bus. Why she can't stay her butt in the ghetto? Isn't R&B and pop music enough? Why you got to come and pollute our music? I want you to see the contradiction here. When I said Eminem can't be the GOAT, most popular rappers came out in defense of Eminem. But when Beyonce came out with the Cowboy Carter album, those white country musicians and their fan base attacked Beyonce vehemently. If you want to say he's one of
this is what you call colonial mentality. Matter of fact, this is quite interesting. When it comes.
so guys, so you see the emotion of Kevin. So I don't know what emotion he's going through. Whether he disagrees or agrees with Umar. Do you agree with Umar?
Of course, I've agreed with him for years. I was thinking about that for years because this called creative exploitation. They would like us to be the pimps, while they cream off the crop. They cream it off. One thing we need to understand, several recording studios, which is white owned, actually benefited tremendously from the black signature sounds across the country.
Okay.
And also, I want to make something clear, is that there are various different segments in the white society that want to actually control things and keep their wealth within that domain. Now, the problem with that, they will adapt certain creative and dance techniques and so on from our friend, the late Michael Jackson, everything, right? And make profit from it. A matter of fact, sometimes they don't even. Oh, by the way, this is interesting. I find it a real hypocrisy because Charlie Pride had 11 country gold certified albums.
Who's Charlie Pride?
Charlie Pride was a black country singer, superstar. And RCA Victor. It's the people don't understand about history. He was one of the best-selling country artists prior to the Garth Brooks, etc. Interesting.
Okay, Charlie Pride, born in Mississippi.
Yes, 11 gold albums, ladies and gentlemen. That is some ching money.
Yeah. I see him right here. So do you think?
Yes.
That can you have a white greatest of all time person on a black? So can you have somebody come up and be the greatest over Bob Marley when it comes to reggae? Your face, you know.
Look, bro. Just this one album.
It could go
is one compilation album, which is legend. Is one compilation album which is legend. Is 50 million copies and above. It's almost not too far from Double Diamond. That means a Double Diamond. That means you sold 20 million.
So when Umar makes a statement against, he said that Eminem, he rates him as a rapper, but he cannot be GOAT because he is white. He gets rushed by the black people. But then to say that you got to allow you got to allow everybody into the scene. And he's not saying that it shouldn't be, but the greatest of all time can't be not black because it originates from African people.
Well,
so his problem is that when it's the other way, we are beating up our own people for saying no, and this happens a lot for me on this station. I get beaten up by exposing points like this because they go like this: black people, just be quiet, we got to be inclusive, we're all one color. But then when it happens the other way, when Beyonce does her country and western album, the whole fraternity of white people, even though country and western music originates from black culture, you know what I'm saying? It now and that's where worship CCM scene originates from black culture, but no one tells you that part. They will fight and not allow a black face to be the greatest of all time. See, that's where I agree with Umar, not in terms of a racist standpoint, but it's on the principles that have been set beforehand. You cannot be the best ever Bhangra player as a non-person from Southern Asian, like the Indian area, yeah? You know what I'm saying? You can be, for me, it'd be like, that black guy's the best Bhangra. He might be technically able to do really better than them, but it doesn't mean that's their greatest of all time. Their greatest of all time is one that's been born has a, you know what I mean, from the countryside of Punjab, and they come out with this and he does that. Yeah, man, love that, respect that, and I respect them. We can imitate that and go into the culture and be very good Bhangra player, but their culture is, and you have to respect them for that. But when it comes to our music, African music, whether it's influenced by the diaspora in Latin America, whether it's a diaspora in Caribbean culture, whether it's a diaspora in North American, Canada and the US cultures, and also now Africa itself, with Amapiano, Afrobeats, all the beats in the world that's coming out of Africa, we should be able to go, yo, we've got enough talented black people. Not even to think about the people come later.
Yeah, well, let's put it this way.
Sorry,
let's put it this way. Let's say it this way. It's called capability, and understand who you are and your potential and talent. With the invention of the internet as we know it today, and all those things, it actually levels the playing field if you understand it. What we could actually do, what we couldn't do, say 20 years ago, we're doing it today. In the comfort of here. We don't have to go into a studio and get the studio. You can actually circumnavigate certain things if you understand the power of how to do it.
Yeah, man.
And to understand how to do it. And I just laugh, really. The fact that Charlie Pride is the only major, what you call major black African-American country artist with 11 gold albums to his credit. And most people don't know that, actually. No. This is the problem when ignorance takes center stage. And remember the Bible says people perish because of lack of knowledge.
But it's an issue with, you said it's colonialism, yeah? It's an issue when it comes to African people that we don't look in the mirror and own our stuff. We don't own our land, we don't own our resources, and we don't own our skill set. We don't own, and we don't own it with pride. It's there to be profited by other people. There's other ways of calling it, yeah. And for me to turn around and says, I want to set up a platform for gospel music of black origin is an eye turner. Why are you talking like that? Yo.
Well, the thing about it is that when the music industry evolved and became successful, is when it incorporated the black sound.
Yeah.
You can talk to the Sinatras of the world and all of them. Dean Martins and all the thing. They know where the real talent is. They understand that.
Yeah.
And remember the first Mission Impossible soundtrack.
Yeah.
The drummer on the session was a black guy from Earl Palmer from New Orleans, way south.
But you have talked so many times, guys, in our podcast about the history of black music. You don't have the history of black music without great white musicians and arrangers. And the joke is, guys, yeah, the artists we see all the time. But what you have to realize is, I looked at Jesse Dixon's album. We just did Jesse Dixon, and you've got a guy called Bill Maxwell.
Yes.
Who's a white guy smiling next to Andre Crouch and Jesse Dixon after producing the album. In that sphere, you know when you got Muscle Show? Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, these are great white musicians working with black artists, producing amazing tracks.
Yes.
So we're not saying that you stay over there and we stay over here. We're not saying that. But what we are saying is that we don't, as Umar saying, creatively gatekeep our music that we come through. So we're not saying isolation. What we are saying, carry on with the inclusion, but don't be deluded to feel the fact that we have to say who is our GOATs, our greatest of all times when it comes to singers in certain fields. Yes, it's Beyonce, yeah, man, because she's an R&B singer coming through there. It's a who's the greatest gospel artist? It is a Kirk. We're not going to say Lauren Daigle. Technically, Lauren Daigle, you could argue and say, is the most highest selling ever gospel artist because of her music sound.
In recent times, yes. In recent times. But her last album hasn't gone gold or platinum. The last studio album, ladies and gentlemen, her last studio album has not gone, listen carefully, has not gone platinum or gold. Now, I look at figures, you see. I don't argue. I always look at special data. Remember, I keep on saying what the data says, you know, what we're talking about. Now, it'd be very interesting to see what kind of phenomenal should we be 20 years from now. Who would be the sonic masters? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
It'd be still be Hawkins. It'd be still be Andre Crouch. It would still be, you know what I'm saying, James Brown. It would still be these. And the thing is, guys, you know what I mean? There's masters of your art forms, yeah?
Yes.
And the joke is, guys, the thing is, the truth of music in general, yeah? Everybody wants to hide the African influence in music. We discussed about the platform that was created for the likes of the Beatles. The Beatles were influenced by black music.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Ooze as well. The Rolling Stones. Right, the Animals. I could name them going round the block.
Animals, you know.
And the police got some of this musical connotation. Yes, connotation from our dear brothers, you know, dear brothers from the West Indies.
Yeah.
You know, there's backbeats. Look, ladies and
all them
gentlemen.
Skag, white groups back in the day, man.
Yes.
UB40?
Of course.
How can UB40 be the greatest reggae band of all time?
Are you taking the Mickey Dickey? You know,
Bob Marley. But they're sold units. Don't get me wrong. They're from this Birmingham town.
But they haven't sold in units because you won't find them on the American compilation album charts. You find Bob Marley. Bob Marley is always playing around in the top 10. Because just like Jack.
It's from that.
Yes, it's from there.
It's from there, man. It's there.
It's a sonic.
It's not from enjoyment.
Yes, it's a sonic mastery. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you got Bill Spicer, who is my editor, white brother. He said he doesn't want to hear me apologize about anything. He said, "Don't do that." He said, "Blacks are the masters. Please don't." As a white brother said, "Please don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that." Because everything evolves and comes from there, right? Okay. Another thing I'm going to tell you, the first classical composer to actually do 2 Nobel Peace Prize concert conducting with a classical orchestra, it was a black guy. Benjamin Wright Jr., a black brother, the same brother who did Off the Wall album, you know, Stop Till You Get Enough. That is his string arrangement. I Want to Rock With You. That is the master.
But they don't see anyway. So they don't see our voice in anything else. But everybody has to lift up their voice in our genres. We know what our genres are, guys. You know what I'm saying, when it comes to African music, and it's not an elitist approach.
By the way, hip-hop sells vast more. So I look when listen, when I talk to white students in school, you know, like sixth forms and so on, they stop what they're doing because I'm talking, and they like that because they're hearing things that they don't hear. And they say, "Yes, oh, I like that." You know, the first person, it was a white student from France who introduced me to Flashing Light by Kanye West, which deals with the string arrangement of Larry Gold from Philly. He said, sir, please listen to this. A white student from France. Yeah. Sir, listen to this. This is a phenomenon. And listen to this. I said, bruv.
What
are you talking about, boy? Said, yes, because you're hearing the strings as a leading instrument.
The creatives know, Bob. The creatives know.
Yes. And this Flashing Light became the soundtrack for 2 very top-end fashion cosmetic products.
You
remember it?
This is what I'm saying,
ladies and gentlemen, look, boys and girls, stop apologizing. I'm not interested in that. Apologize for what? For who?
Look,
bro. I understand. Look, let me fix me out. Just get it straight. You know, proper. Look. There's no sense for me apologizing for who I am. operating in the kingdom of man. I'm a child of God operating in the kingdom of man with immense excellence. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I know who my source is.
Mm-hmm.
The one who created me and created the world. Nobody else created me but him and you. We all breathe. The interesting thing, we all breathe the same oxygen, actually. Because those brothers who are the gatekeepers, if we starve them out in that particular domain there, they'd drop down dead in about 3 to 4 minutes. Listen, you have to understand we're all equal technically at a certain level, right? Can you imagine if one day the whole world was starved of oxygen?
Everybody did.
Yeah, well, okay. So all this differentiation of people, you're up here and down there, that's all colonial.
Yeah.
So after, when I started to study music of black origin and all the technical people behind it, me and brother Bill, my editor, we said, nah, bro, we need to bring this to the public domain.
And this is why my brother Kevin has got 6 books going on to 7 books out there, and to really emphasize. And this is for young black creatives to understand that we have had our pulses as black people on the pulse of positive music, which has blessed and edified the world. So
Bob Marley actually saved some people. I remember a person, a white brother, was saying that Bob Marley's music actually saved his life.
Don't
because
worry.
He was so rich.
Don't worry.
Get up, stand up.
Listen, man. These inspire people to do great things. You know what I'm saying? So listen, guys. You know what I mean? So guys, you know what? Still, yeah. I thought I didn't realize I said Kevin off that much when I pressed play in that video. I don't think Kevin was ready for that line, and I didn't think he would jump into it like that. But I just thought, let me just put that out there and see how we feel about a response which Umar Johnson has made. And Umar, again, has made a great soundbite there. I know not everybody agrees with what he says and all these things, but that was a valid point. And we always want to be guys who are celebrated black music and got a black music full stop. And we not saying that we're looking down at everybody else's, but at the end of the day, still, yeah, we're here to celebrate it because nobody else is. Yeah, so we're here celebrating gospel music of black origin. We're here to celebrate black music, music of black origin, and we're here based in the UK, looking at music worldwide. And this is what we do from this podcast. We talk to each other because with this knowledge, we can produce better music with better content for our community, because at the moment music in the States and the UK are producing music which is derogative towards young men and young women, and it actually shows the vulgar side of our community publicly, and we need to take pride in this platform that we excel in, which we created. When you create something, you respect it. At the moment, we're disrespecting our art form with the trash that we are talking on. So that's where we are.
It's very sad when I see my beautiful black ladies looking like
bro, looking
like a prostitute.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Sodom and Gomorrah, bro.
Yeah. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Our music videos are turning to Sodom and Gomorrah.
I mean, it's
You
gold,
know what I'm saying? It's a disgrace, bro.
Yeah, and beautiful girls are showing. It might as they're almost to the point where they're almost naked. Really,
but as Christian men and Christian people, we're not saying much about it. It's the people who are not even Christians are going, hold on a second, this is a disgrace. You know what I mean? That's what I see online. So we're here to be another voice in black culture to say we had enough about the negativity, because it increases crime.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And also the people are benefiting, the insiders of the corporate recording labels,
who are not majority and not black.
Not black.
Because and it's not to them anything.
Ching ching and the ching
all day long.
And
or sellouts.
And to the point where it's not affecting me. I'm living in a guarded community and all that sort of
100%.
But
there's a lot of black men out there that are in the music industry that are like that, who think like that, and are happy to see our community fall for their pocket gain because their short-termism has now given us gateway to the industry. But we want to be open about it, that we are here to celebrate it, we care about it, and we're here to creatively gatekeep online the best we can in whether we get 2 views or 2 million views. But this is how we feel. Click this up, guys. We're annoyed. We back Umar on what he's saying. And, you know, we're not saying who's right, who's wrong, but we're saying with Umar that the greatest of all time in our music is black. We can naturally see that in all areas, but at the same time we need to be diligent not to block people from being in our forms of music. Far from it. Enjoy it. UB40, do your thing. Amazing stuff, man. Everyone do Scar Groups, madness, do your thing, man. You know what I mean? But end of the day still, yeah, guys, yeah, it's a safe space for positivity for our young people to be there to do the thing anyway. But listen, this is Roger here on Affinity Extra alongside Kevin Tomlin. A little bit of a cheeky one there, yeah? All right then, guys. Blessings, man.
Peace and love. Yeah.
Hey, this is your Bishop. This is your Bishop from Rock Solid. Thank you so much for watching us on YouTube. Thank you so much for clicking and subscribing and also sending these videos to other people as well. We are so hungry to get your support. So remember, check us out on our website, and also check us out on Insta and wherever you want to find us on Spotify. You can play us all day as well. And just make sure that you are supporting this channel, that we are developing our agenda towards music of black origin, and that is gospel music with a message. So please walk with us on this journey. Bye now.